All right. Happy Monday. And it is March 29th. Hard to believe, isn't it? We're almost into April. Man, oh man, spring is finally here. Sun is out today. And well, spring is here. And I don't know about for you. If you live in the Northeast, it might not be there 100% yet. I know when I was living in New York, it wasn't until a little bit later. But hopefully you're having a great day. Today, what we're going to be talking about, and this is going to be a little bit of a Monday. And if you're listening to this on Wednesday, it could be a Wednesday, but basically a little bit of a Monday mindset. I think it's something we all need to hear. I think we also need to learn from what we're currently doing. And a lot of it has to do with this up here and really understanding how this up here really can make or break you. And I'm going to be sharing a story with you today from this past weekend. My daughter, Kayla, who is into beach volleyball, she actually went from indoor to now doing beach, and now she wants to do beach full time. I'm going to share with you how losing can actually be a benefit for you. And competition, good competition, can be really, really good for you. And, you know, a lot of times when I'm kind of walking through life now, as I've learned a lot through the years, I look at winning and I look at losing. I'm very competitive. I'm a very competitive guy. Now, in a good way. I'm not going to, get all, mad. And I take that back. If I lose, sometimes I do get mad, but I get over it pretty quickly. But I'm not a sore loser. Let's just say that. I'm not a sore loser. I'll always tip my hat to the competition. I'll always, congratulate them. But with that all being said, I hate to lose. I really, really hate to lose. But I will say this, losing has taught me a lot. My daughter, who's 13, who has been learning what it feels like to lose at times. And it's not easy. But what she really taught me this past weekend made me want to share it with you, because I know that a lot of you, not, everyone, but you're going to struggle. You're going to go through ups and downs. You're going to go through restarts. You're going to go through doubts and insecurities and not feeling comfortable and feeling like, is this even worth it? Or am I cut out for this? Like, all of that stuff is going to happen, right? And as you level up your game a little bit, it might even happen more. But it's how you react to it. It's how you treat that loss, or you treat that failure. And if you're listening to this and you're not watching me, you're seeing the air quotes right now. Failure, which I don't ever look at failure as a thing. Failure is when you stop. You might have lost. Doesn't mean you can't get back in the game. You guys have heard me say that a lot. Like, are you in the game or are you out of the game? Right? If my daughter went to this beach volleyball tournament, which, by the way, she came in 5th, right? Not bad. It's out of 9. It was out of 9 teams, right? So not great, not the worst, not the best, but man, oh man, is she learning a ton. And I'm so proud of her in a way that she's looking at it as opportunity for her to learn. Now, we could have put her into this less division, okay, like a beginners. We could have put her in there. She could have swept the whole thing. But what good is that doing, right? Like, what lesson are you learning from just winning and winning and winning and winning, right? You're never being challenged. You're never growing. Where could you fully go if you were to, push yourself and challenge yourself, right? So I always tell people, you don't want to win right out of the gate. I know you might be saying, no, Scott, I want to win. No, you want to learn from what you are putting yourself in. So again, I'm going to share this story here, and I'm going to kind of just jump into it today on this coffee talk. And if you guys are here with me live, drop in the comments that you're here and let me know, are you really willing to learn from your mistakes, from losing. And maybe also what you could do is drop in the comments, are you competitive? Do you, I was asked this one question one time, Scott, do you let your kids win to make them feel good? And the answer was and still is, no, I don't. I'm going to try to win. Right now, when they're maybe 2 years old and we're playing a little game, do I let them win the race? Of course. But I'm saying as we get older and we're playing a board game, we're out playing in the yard, we're playing spike ball, we're out playing pickleball, we're whatever. Am I going to let them win? Absolutely not. And to be quite honest with you, my son, who's 22, always usually beats me at everything that we play now, right? So he beats me at pickleball, but man, oh man, he gives me a good run, gives me a good workout. But I don't want him to let me win just to make me feel good because I'm older than him, right? And I wouldn't want to do that to him. Okay. So I don't know. Are you guys competitive? I guess is the question, right? My wife and I are very competitive, right? Very, very competitive. And I feel like it's in a good way. Now, I've coached my son all the way up when he was younger into when he was in high school. I didn't coach in high school, but I coached all the way up in the travel baseball. But he's done basketball and all of that stuff. And just, man, we're just really competitive. We want to win, but we didn't always win, right? You have to learn from those losses. If all you did was win, you wouldn't. And if you did, you'd have to ask yourself, is that competition really that good? Okay. So here's what I want you guys to do though, as I'm walking you through this. There is a business lesson in this. Okay. I'm always trying to find what is the business lesson in this thing. And there always is, because I look at business as a lot like sports. It's a lot like anything in life, right? We're trying to achieve something for whatever reason it is, right? Like, so my daughter, she's trying to play beach volleyball because she enjoys it, but she wants to win. Okay, let's be honest here. She wants to win. Okay, now she's 13. She's playing in the she can't play in a 12. She has to play either in the 13 to 14 bracket. So there's a 14-year-old division. Okay, and she's playing in the division that is the top of that division. She's not going to go less because she just wants to go in there and win. She's going in there and she's leveling up a little bit. So this past weekend, we went to Myrtle Beach, which, guys, and I'll be straight up with you guys, I'm not a fair person. Like, I grew up near the fair. Okay, I used to live up in this neighborhood, and it was called Fairground Hill, and it was basically a fair once a year would come to town. And at the time, as a kid, I enjoyed it, but then as I got older, I didn't like it. So I'm not a fair guy. And I'm not like New Jersey Boardwalk. I'm not like Myrtle Beach Boardwalk. But that's where the tournament was. And man, oh man, let me just say something. I don't like that environment. I just don't. But that's besides the point. We were there to play volleyball. So we were right on the ocean, got to enjoy the ocean. She played on the ocean, right on the beach there, which was actually really hard because the wind was really high, right? So you set the ball, it's way up there, that thing's moving. You serve the ball, the thing's curving, all kinds of things, right? So it's challenging. But we went there. And then they had other courts set up on top for the older girls. So she went there, and this is like her fourth tournament so far. And she did one tournament in the grass. It was a grass tournament, and she ended up winning that one, which was great. Okay, so it gave her a little bit of confidence. But the first one she did, we went to Clearwater, Florida, and they got beat. We played the third team in the nation that was basically in the 14U division. Third in the nation. First tournament ever. Got spanked. Like, they just got crushed. So she got done, though, from that tournament. So I'm going to that one, not this past weekend, but I'm going to that one because that one there is really where it became very clear that she wasn't feeling like she lost there. She actually felt like, wow, so that's what good competition looks like. Wow, look at what they're doing. It isn't all about just hitting the ball as hard as you can over the net. It's not just about having a great serve. There's a lot more to the game. There's a lot of these other little skills that they have in beach that they don't have in indoor. They're doing these things called a cutty. You cut it along the net and the thing just kind of drops down as the girls are back. Or this other thing called a pokey, where you take your fingers like this and you just poke it and it just drops over, or you poke it long and you go over because you've read that they're coming in, you poke it over their head. It's a very strategic game. But when she was there and she didn't win one game that tournament, not one, she went back home with no wins. But she was actually more excited after that because she learned all of these different skill sets that she wants to develop, right? Now, if she never went to that tournament, she never would have been exposed to that. She never would have saw that. Now, she was doing beach practice 3 days a week, and she never really knew of all of these other skill sets because they weren't really taught as of yet. You know, it was the fundamentals and all of that stuff, and that's good. But when you're doing beach, these things are fundamental in the real world, right? Like, we can sit here and read how to build a blog, but until you actually put it into place, you don't really know what happens. You don't know how it reacts. You don't know what kind of results you can get. So the lesson there is you got to get in the game and actually start doing it before you can actually see what do I need to sharpen as my skills? What skills do I need to develop, right? So my daughter came away from there and she's like, all right, I want to learn how to do this cutty thing. I want to learn how to roll the top spin on that ball so that ball just goes right down, right? I want to learn how to read the court better, right? So all of this stuff, she's excited now. So now we go back to practice, and now she starts using these things. She's going to start practicing these things. Now, she's not good at all of these things yet. She's getting there, but she's not as good as she wants to be because she still has to develop these skills. Now, where does this whole thing where I kind of said in the title of this, how your competition will make you better? If you don't have good competition, and this goes in the online space as well, if you don't have competition that you're looking at and going, oh, that's how you do it, they're doing a really good job, or, oh, they're actually getting traffic to their website by writing content, I want to be like that. If you don't have that, how do you even know it's possible? How do you even know what you want to do? Now, some of you are here at the Coffee Talk. Some of you people are watching this or listening to this on the podcast. Some people are in my academy, and maybe you're drawing inspiration from me or from other people in my academy or other people that are tuning in. Maybe you're drawing inspiration from them, and that's good. Okay, because we need to be inspired. We can't look at what we're doing as we're not successful because they're more successful. If anything, it should drive you to be like your competition in a sense. Right now, I'm not saying you got to be exactly like them. I want you to be you, just like I want my daughter to be herself, but I want her to model other success, right? I want her to model, like we watched these two girls that played, they won the whole thing, and man, oh man, were they crafty. So you know what we did? I set up my GoPro. I bought a GoPro just for beach volleyball, by the way. I record every single match, and then my daughter goes through it and she watches every single match. And the reason why she does is because when she's in the game, she can't see everything. But when she's watching it back, she goes, oh, wow, I didn't move my feet good there. I need to read the ball better. Oh, I see what happened here. I should have dove out. I didn't. I went out with one hand. I should have brought the other one in. Oh, that set, I didn't set it right. I need to fix my set. Oh, that pokey didn't work. Why? Because I haven't done enough drills with that yet. I got to get better at that. So she can start seeing all of the things that she did well and all of the things she didn't do well. And she can also look at the competition and see what they're doing really well and what she wants to strive towards, right? So competition is good because it motivates you. It inspires you to beat them. So if you have a website out there that you're modeling and you're like, man, they've got 300,000 people coming to their site every single month, I'm never going to be that good. That's crap. You can be. And you should let them help inspire you and motivate you to get there. Right? Don't use it as, oh, they're bigger than me. Oh, they're better than me. No, you can become better as well at anything you do. Now, this applies to business, right? I'm trying to apply this to a business lesson, but this applies to anything in life. right? So we have to use competition as fuel to drive us, as inspiration, and to learn what are they doing that makes them successful. And then creating skills in your business, in your life to allow you to do that. So I always go back to, like, we're building skills right now, right? When I first recorded a video, I was terrible. But now that I've forced myself to get on video and do it over and over and over and over again, now it's easier. I'm not great at it, but it's easier. And I'm doing okay. Can I get better? Absolutely. Do I still want to be better on video? Do I still want to create better content for you guys? Absolutely. I'm always striving to be better. But that's what if you're there and you're like, I made it, you're not striving far enough. You need to push yourself. And the other part of this that I want to share with you is that if you're not surrounding yourself with people, and it doesn't have to be in your niche, it can be outside of your niche, that inspire you, that motivate you and drive you, you need to find those people. You need to find the people in your life that are going to make you say, you know what? I got to work a little bit harder here. I got to focus on my skill set. So you have to do that over and over again, and you need to commit to yourself to do it. Now, I know this sounds like a little bit of a motivational speech here today, but it kind of is, because I see so many people feeling deflated. Oh, it doesn't work for me. Or, oh, Scott, you don't understand. I have a job. I have, my kids' events. I have all of this stuff. I get it. I do too. And I did when I was first starting. But I had to pick myself up, dust myself off when I felt, like I was defeated. And I had to find the people that were going to motivate me and inspire me, to push me to want to be better. So my daughter taught me that this weekend and reminded me of it. And it's so important for all of us to understand that if we want to succeed at anything in life, we have to, number one, want it. Okay. Number two, we can't feel like we're defeated because it didn't work. It just didn't work yet. There's a reason why it didn't work. We just have to keep figuring it out and keep working on that. And the third thing is surround yourself with those people that are going to motivate you and inspire you. So my daughter, she's surrounding herself with all of the girls there. They're hardcore. Like, they are there to play. They're there to win. Yeah, they'll be your friend on the side, but when they're playing to win. Okay. So there's a difference there, right? You can do like a little pickup game, and you can have fun and you can giggle and all of that stuff. And that's fun. That's fine. But there's a time too. It's game day. Let's go. Right? Let's go. We're going there. Right? Don't get down on yourself. You just served it over. It didn't, you didn't have a great volley, whatever. It's all right. Deep breath. Let's go. Reset. Right? So this weekend really reminded me, because my daughter reminded me of this as well. And she's just got such a great attitude, is that you're not defeated. You're just getting started. You're just learning, and you're learning through experience. And the one thing that you got to remember is this thing up here. This thing can either take you down or it can bring you up. And if you feel like you're getting deflated, you don't have the right people in your life yet to get you motivated, or you need to put yourself into a group of people that are driven, that can help pick you up. And inside of our Brand Creators Academy, that's really what we strive to do, right? That's why I get on 2 calls a month. It's for accountability, and also because I want to check in and I want to say, hey, listen, how are we doing? Okay, last week things didn't work. It's okay. Let's go. Let's pick it back up and let's get back in the game. Let's reset here. What do you need to work on? Oh, you don't have your lead magnet set up yet. Okay, let's get that set up. Well, I set it up and I had a problem with this tech issue and that. Okay, that's fine. Let's just solve that problem and move on. And once we do, and guess what? We can move to the next step. So we always, okay, want to remember that this up here, the mind, is so powerful. And the people that we surround ourselves with, I'm telling you right now, they're either going to take you up or they're going to take you down. And I'm not saying eliminate people out of your life, maybe minimize at times, but getting yourself surrounded with the right people is powerful. It can inspire you, it can motivate you, it can drive you, and all of that stuff. And so my daughter came down this morning after she came in 5th, all right, out of 9 teams, okay, 5th. And she came down, I go, how are we feeling this morning? She goes, I'm feeling great. I said, oh yeah, why? She goes, I'm getting ready to get back to work. That's exactly what she said to me. So today at 3:00, she's got a scheduled coaching session with a trainer that we've been going to now for about a month. And he specializes in beach. And what is she going to work on when she's there? She's going to work on pokies, cutties, reading the ball. She's going to work on her skills. She's going to work on the things that she has recognized other players are doing that she needs to build her skill set. So that's what she's doing. She's ready to get back in there. She's not all, oh, I came in 5th. It feels so terrible. Like I told her, I go, you can feel like that for like 10 minutes. Then we got to dust that off and we got to go. Because we got another tournament we can enter, right? We got another weekend we can do this. We got practices coming up. We got all this stuff to look forward to. Where are you going? Let's get there. What do we got to do to get there? And then just reverse it and just work on those skills. Really important lesson. I just wanted to give you guys here today. If you're feeling deflated, if you're feeling things aren't working, if you're feeling like what you're doing is not working, join the club. We've all done it. Right now, I literally just got off a call, 30-minute call about an hour ago about our Facebook ads because they work and they don't work. They work, then they don't work. And so I had a consult with a guy that I know, friend of mine, that he runs millions of dollars in ads. And I said to him, I go, can I just jump on and just get 30 minutes where you can just kind of give me like the overview? Am I doing things right? Are we doing things wrong? What can we do? I'm just trying to sharpen the skills. I'm trying to understand. And I'm going to someone that's already doing it and doing it successfully, right? I'm not going to go to someone that's just kind of exactly where I am. I'm going to try to go to someone that's got the thing solved, if you want to call it that, which from the conversation, it's never solved. You're constantly trying new things and different things. So I want you guys to walk away with that today. All right. And again, if you're listening to this on a Monday, if you're listening to this on a Saturday because you're listening to it on the podcast, I hope that this really allowed you to see that everything's not perfect. Everything's not going to be perfect. But if you have the right mindset, if you have the right people that you're surrounding yourself with, you will get there. You just have to understand that losing, right? Failing, if you want to call it that, that's part of growth. And you will learn from that if you allow yourself to learn from it. Okay? Learn from it. Go back, reflect on that thing that you're doing and ask a question. What can I do to do better? What can I do to write a better blog post? What can I do to write a better email? What can I do to drive more sales? You got to ask those questions, and then you can go ahead and say, okay, what do I have in my skill set that I could do to help that situation? And if you're weak in one of those areas, guess what? You got to go to practice, just like my daughter's going to do this afternoon. Go to practice and start learning those skills. Because once my daughter learns those skills, guess what? She's going to be able to say, okay, on command now, she's looking at the two girls on the other side of the net. She's going to go up like she's going to spike it, right? And they're going to come to the, or they're going to back up from the net. And then guess what she's going to do? She's going to go up and just poke it right over. Done. Point. Doesn't matter how that point's been given. That's been given. Doesn't matter, right? So that's all part of the process. But if she can't do that on command, so right now she might go up and do that, and then boom, she does that, and the thing hits the top of the net and comes back. But what if we could do it 95% of the time and we can get it to where we want it to go? Success is going to be a lot higher, right? Because now we have the skills and we're confident with the skills. So right now, if you haven't started building an email list, you might be like, well, I'm not probably good at it. It's probably a lot of text involved, a lot of this, a lot of that. And you start having all of these doubts go in, like all of these things I got to learn. No, you got to learn one thing at a time. I got to create a lead magnet. I've got to create a landing page, and I got to find out a way to get traffic, which we'll use some Facebook ads a lot of times. Or if you have any type of social media, we can post it there. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Just those three things. But you got to learn them. You got to put them into play. You got to put it into practice, right? So learning the skills is a big thing, but you're learning by also looking at your competition and being inspired by them, being motivated by them, letting them show you the way. All right. So hopefully this has helped. Hopefully this has been a little bit of motivation that you need to get out there and reset if you have to, reset and take this today and run with it. And if you need this again, bookmark this or save it so you can come back to it. Because I'm telling you, there's going to be times you're going to doubt yourself. There's times you're going to feel like giving up. But that's when you truly fail, in my eyes, is when you give up. Just don't give up. All right. There's no reason to. If that person did it, you can do it too. Guaranteed. All right. So get out there, make it happen. All right, guys, I'm going to cut that there because we're going to probably turn that into a podcast. So let me see, guys. We got anything in the comments before we wrap up today's little coffee talk? Yeah. Kyle says, morning, Scott. Love the motivational Monday. Yeah, no problem. Noel, what's up? Good morning to you. Salma says, hello. I love to compete. Yeah, Salma says, I compete with myself from last year. That's good. I like that. Having a little competition with yourself is really good. What's up, Scooby Life? No failure, but feedback. That's a good way to look at it. Morning all. Helene, definitely not competitive. Really? I would think, Helene, I would think that you're competitive. But okay. What's up, Octavio? I want to win too, but have leaned a lot from losing to, or learned a lot, I think you meant there. Let's see. Need Mo Fishing. What's up? Good morning to you as well. Yeah, Michael Kim says, beach volleyball is different than indoors. You have to learn to do everything versus being a specialist hitter, setter, defense. Same thing with building content. Have to learn it all before you get better. Very true. Yeah, no problem, Salma. No problem at all. Yes, Aldo says lots of great people first failed big time before great success. Yeah, and I bet you they wouldn't have it any other way. Let's see. Karen says, I can honestly say because of BCA and you, Scott, I've gained confidence and learned to be consistent. Love the group we have in BCA too. Yeah, I love it too. It's awesome. Troy, I need accountability and motivation. BCA gives me all that. Awesome. And I'm not asking for these, by the way. So thank you, Troy. And thank you, Karen, for jumping in here. Some of our BCA members. Nice. Okay. So Karen says, I went through that. My husband wouldn't let me quit. He said, I have come too far. He was right. Yes. And you know what? Having a great partner like that is huge. Now, not everyone is as fortunate as you or I to have a supportive, spouse or partner. But there's people out there that will be, you just have to put yourself out there in groups of people that are, or not even groups, just find someone that you feel resonates with you, but that also will motivate you and inspire you and drive you, because that's what it's all about. So guys, I hope this was helpful today. And it was funny. I was heading home yesterday. We came home yesterday afternoon, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, what's Monday going to be for us on Coffee Talk? I got to think of what could I share with everyone? And then this kind of came about, and I'm like, you know what? That's perfect. I think we need a little bit of some Monday motivation. And let me ask you guys, Is this something that I should do more of? Should we do more of the motivation, inspiration, kind of stuff, the mindset stuff? Let me know in the comments if you think this is helpful and useful and I could do a little more of this maybe. But I always kind of question myself. I'm always like, should I put that out there? I don't know. People want tactics, they want strategy, but then when it comes down to it, without mindset, strategy really doesn't matter, because if you can't execute it, what good is it, right? You got to be able to get this thing going first. So let me know in the comments, whether you're watching this live or on the replay, just let me know. All right. So guys, that is it. That is going to wrap up this coffee talk. Have an awesome, amazing day. And we'll be back here Wednesday. All right. And we'll probably talk something around strategy or tactic, probably coming up on Wednesday. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys want to hear more about on the coffee talk, and I'll do my best to deliver that for you. But yeah, I'm pumped for the week. We got sunshine. We had a great weekend. Even though we came in 5th, who cares? We're going to learn from it. We're going to grow from it, and we're going to get back to work. All right. And I say get back to work in a positive way. Some work that we actually enjoy doing and that will make us better. Whether it's a better human being, better at a sport, or better at business, right? We have that opportunity. Why not take advantage of it? All right, guys, have a great week. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Take care, take action, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.